Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Happy Shady Friday bingo editions. Today, I'm going to use the Nomad Speakeasy in celebration of their new launch. So if you want to see what shades we pick, or what shades the generator picks, then stick around. I'll be back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. So this is the Nomad Chicago Speakeasy palette. This is what the palette looks like. This is the box. And then you open it up and this is the color story. There is a mirror inside. What do you think? Dun, dun, dun. Are we going to get screwed or are we going to get some good things? So I'm going to pick 5 shades. I've got 1 through 15 on the wheel. Let me go ahead and screen record this so I can insert it as well. Spin number 1. Oh, I need a pen and write down the numbers so I don't forget them. All right, we got 15. Shade number 2. Three. Shade number 3. Is 4. Shade number 4 is 6. I think we at least got 1 shimmer shade. That's a good thing. And 14. All right, let's stop the screen record. And let's see what we got. All right, 15 is this shade right here, which is Prohibition, is this shade right here, 15. Let's go to 14, which is this shade right here, which is Windy City. So we've got these 2 shades right here. And then 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are these 2 shades right here. So we've got the Green Mile, and the Drunken Goat. The Green Mile and the Drunken Goat. So we got these 2 shades and these 2 shades. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. And then the last shade is the number 6. So 6. Ooh. That's a good shimmer shade to get, guys. Ooh, she pretty. She pretty. Let's put that right there. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, the shiftiness in there is just, I don't know if you can see it on there. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so I just got in friend mail a new primer. Where did it go? I know it's around here somewhere, right here in front of me. This P. Louise Silk Slumber. So it says you're supposed to put a pea-size amount on your hand, and then you're supposed to dab it around your face and put it mostly in your T-zone. Am I going to be able to get this off? I don't know. Because it's got a safety seal. Oh my gosh, this thing doesn't want to come off, you guys. Good Lord. Like the little, what is it? Not a handle, but the little tab is like, it's stuck down onto the safety seal. So it's hard to, oh, I got it. I got it. Boy, tweezers come in real handy, guys. Real handy. They're not just for plucking brows. All right, I got that off. So, a pea-size amount. I don't know how well a pea-size amount really works. So, that's what we've got right there. That's the consistency. All right. Dab it around your face, mostly in the T-zone. It's supposed to help with pore blurring. So let's blend this in. and you're supposed to let it sit. So I think what you do is just put it on and then do your eye look, and then you can come back to your base after it's settled in. So let's see how this works. See if it pore blurs. Cause I do have pores right here. So we'll see how it works. All right, now I also did get a new primer in friend mail. It's the P. Louise in Rumor 01. So this is gonna be my backup, and I'm gonna put it in my drawer because I do have a P. Louise Rumor 01 right here. I haven't used it in a while though, because I really like the Gerard Cosmetics, and there was some other primers that I have that I've like been trying out, you know what I mean, to see how they work. All right, so where's the brush that I used to? Oh no, Mr. Bill, what happened? I need to stop moving my brushes around and leave them in areas that they're supposed to be in and not putting them places that they're not. I had this over there and normally it's over here. Why does it always feel like I get more base on one eye than the other? Alrighty guys, let's get into this. So we got the base down. Now, let me look at these 4 mattes. Okay, I'm gonna use the Prohibition. I'll just leave it inserted up in here. The Prohibition. And I'm just gonna lightly place that in the crease here. Maybe I should take it up to the brow bone. I'll do one eye with you guys on camera and then get off and do the rest of my makeup and my other eye, and then I'll come back with the final look. There's something on my lash. I washed my face last night and did my eye cream and everything, and I was laying down and I felt like I had something in my eye, like, and I still kind of feel like I have something in my eye. So I put eye drops in and it still kind of is irritated. I was afraid that I was gonna wake up in the morning with my eye sealed shut. So I've had stuff on my mind, you know what I mean? But like, I get nervous to talk about it because people are just so judgy, and they're like, well, you shouldn't worry about what other people think, right? But then at the same time, people are always thinking about what other people think, and they make it very clear that they're thinking about what other people think when they post on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use the smaller. So this is the medium fluffy cinch brush. I'm going to use the smaller one, and I'm going to go into Windy City. And I'm going to tap that. Oh no, I got fallout. Tap off your brush, Renee. Tap off your brush. But at least my base isn't done. All right, so this is Windy City, and we're going to tap it on the outer V and into the crease here. And then I think I'll use the Drunken Goat to deepen it up. And then I think I'll use the Green Mile on the lid. And then we'll put Chicago Fizz. I didn't tell you that that shimmer shade was Chicago Fizz, did I? But anyways. Okay, so this could be, well, it's not an unpopular opinion because some people do feel the same way. Okay, so let's just preface by saying I don't get very offended by really anything. You know what I mean? Somebody has to be pretty dang bad to offend me. And there was a video talking about the Matt Rife e.l.f. ad and how it was a poor choice because of how e.l.f. has presented themselves to be, you know, like empowering women and supporting women. I feel like two things can be right at the same time, right? I mean, that's what a lot of people say. Two things can be right at the same time. So you can still be supportive of women. He does have a lot of women followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, supposedly that's not his target audience, but he is a good-looking dude. So hence women are going to like him because he's a good-looking dude. Has he said a couple things and done a couple things in poor taste? Yeah, probably. Am I offended by it? Not really. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, his joke doesn't lessen anything that anybody's been through. He's not the one that did the DV. He didn't do it. He didn't hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I know things can be triggering, but if something is triggering and upsetting to somebody, then just don't watch it. Don't support it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just the type of person that I prefer to focus on the positivity. So how he thinks or what he says or what he does not have any bearing on my personal life. So why should I care? If I don't find him funny, I'm just not going to watch him. You know what I mean? And if you have a problem with Elf and him, like, collabing, then don't buy Elf. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you speak. You know what I mean? You don't support, you don't spend your money. But all these people, like, I was watching a Jamie French video, right? And she was talking about it. And she was like, basically saying that everybody's doing exactly what they wanted them to do. They're talking about it. They're putting it out there. They're giving them free advertisement, whether it's good or bad or whatever, because some people are going to be like, oh, you're so sensitive, and they're going to rush out to buy it, just like a bunch of people did with the American Eagle jeans. So instead of focusing on the negative, why don't you flip the script and focus on the positive? So you go out there and you start advocating for people of DV. You start putting your story out there and empowering other women to know that they can get through it. And that something like that does not lessen what they've gone through. It doesn't change it. It doesn't make it any worse. The person who tells the joke is not the one that threw the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we giving, or I shouldn't say me because I'm not really offended by it, but why are people giving him the power over them? Like, I just don't understand that. You are allowing this person who is telling a joke to have an effect on your personal life. This man doesn't pay your bills. This man doesn't cook your dinner. He doesn't take care of you in any way, shape, or form. So why are you letting him have a personal effect? Is DV funny? No, it's not. Absolutely not. I'm not saying that it's funny or something to joke about. I'm just saying, don't let him have that kind of control over your feelings. And you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you letting some stranger on the internet make you so angry? And obviously it didn't affect him in the least. You know what I mean? I mean, it might have in the long run, but what I'm saying is, like, emotionally or whatever, like, he's not the type of person that people say and stuff about. It just doesn't matter to him. It's like my ex-husband. You can say whatever you want. He don't care. He don't give a F about what you think about him. You know what I mean? And there's some people out there that just don't. So sometimes trying to, like, in a sense, I don't know, not bully somebody, but kinda in a way, I don't know. it just doesn't work for somebody who just doesn't care. So why are you wasting your energy? You should focus your energy in other places. And listen, I have been I have been physically, I don't know what I can say because I don't want to get in trouble like on the YouTubes for saying certain things, but I have been a victim of, my ex-husband was not a very nice person all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like knock down, drag out, like some women go through. But at the same time, just like that joke doesn't lessen what I've been through, the fact that I haven't been through as serious a stuff as somebody else doesn't lessen my experiences either. My ex headbutted me a couple times, and we're not talking just a little bit. We're talking, I mean, he full on headbutted me. So I know what it's like. My first boyfriend up here SA'd me, you know, and this not something that I talk about very often. You know what I mean? Because it happened a long time ago and I'm over it. Was it hard to go through? Yes, it was. You know what I mean? But some stranger on the internet saying a joke does not lessen what I went through. And it also doesn't mean that I got what I deserved. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't. And I'm not going to let some stranger on the internet control that for me. Does that make sense? I don't know. I mean, somebody, I made a comment and this person said, you're not offended, you're just out of touch. And I don't feel like I'm out of touch. Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. What does that mean, I'm out of touch? Like, can somebody explain that to me? How am I out of touch? Like, I've experienced these things in my life. Maybe not to the extent of some people, but, like, I mean, my ex came to my house one time and he got upset with me. I'm not going to go into details, but he shoved me. Like, he came after me and I started to run away from him and he shoved me into the wall and gave me a black eye. Like, I've experienced some stuff, some level of stuff that is just emotionally harmful as what other, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, everybody's experiences are different. And while mine isn't as bad as others, it still affects you. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's just, I can't change how I feel. I can't change the fact that I'm not offended by it. Like, okay, if you want to be a jerk, you know? Like, me saying things to my ex isn't going to change who he is, because if it was going to change him, it would have over the 15 years we were together, and it didn't. So, you know what I mean? The only thing that I can do is become a stronger, more independent person and know that he doesn't have the power to control me anymore or make me feel bad about myself anymore. You know, and that's on me because I'm not with him anymore. You know, so it's up to me to not let him have that power over me anymore. And to find my confidence and my strength and myself that anything that he says or does is not going to hurt me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not always, I tell people this all the time, I'm not always the best. I'm going into the Green Mile now. I'm not always the best at explaining things in the right way to make it make sense or to have people understand what I'm saying or where I'm coming from or what I'm meaning. My intention is never to hurt anybody's feelings. My intentions are never to make anybody feel bad. This is just me, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to lessen what other people have experienced, but I'm also not supposed to take, I'm not trying to take away from what I've experienced either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I know there's other people that feel the same, that are not offended, you know? And like Jamie French, she says she's not, it doesn't offend her either. So is she out of touch? You know what I mean? Like, she's just basically saying, don't give them what they want. Like, sometimes fighting fire with fire isn't the right thing to do. Sometimes you got to fight fire with water, because that's the only way to put it out, instead of spreading it, if that makes any sense. You know, I don't know. Just don't come at me in the comments. I'm just talking, you know. This is just how I feel. It doesn't mean everybody else feels that way, or has to feel that way, or has to agree with me. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. Everybody has different opinions, and your feelings are valid. You know, if you're offended by it, I understand why you are. But I'm just trying to say, don't allow somebody to have that kind of power over your emotions. You know what I mean? Your experiences are valid, and what you went through is valid, and what you went through is not funny. But was he talking about you specifically? You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, that's what we've got going on. So that green is beautiful. It's super beautiful. Dab a little bit more. And then we can go in with that shimmer shade. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Should I use my no, let me try a sponge tip applicator first. So we're going into Chicago Fizz. But I told the person that told me I was out of touch, I was like, I'm not out of touch. I'm just not going to allow somebody like him to have, like, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. I'm not going to allow somebody like him to have power over me in that way. You know what I mean? I can laugh at something and find something amusing and still think it's kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Not that I found it funny, but I can find some things funny and other things not so funny, and still not let it affect me in a really negative way. Does that make sense? I mean, he does. There are some things that he's joked about that I thought were funny. Is everything that he says funny? No, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't understand why you're supposed to be strong and confident and everything like that, but yet offended at the same time. Like, it's also confusing to me these days. Like, are you supposed to be a strong, confident, independent woman, or are you supposed to let everything offend you? Like, I just don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, like, things in the world are just so confusing to me at times. It's like, if I think a certain way, then all these people are going to be mad at me. And if I think this way, all these people are going to be mad at me. And it's like, I know my heart, and I know the person that I am, and I know I'm a good person. Just because I think differently than some people doesn't mean I'm a bad person, or that I have a bad heart, or that I have no empathy for people. I do. I cry at freaking commercials, you guys. I cry at freaking soap operas. You know what I mean? Like, if that's fake TV, can you imagine in real life? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm going to go back into the Drunken Goat and kind of deepen this up just a little bit more and kind of blend things together. Wow, that shade is absolutely beautiful. All right, I think I'm going to go back into that middle fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into Prohibition. But I just don't want people to like get mad at me or like tell me I'm stupid or that I'm insensitive, or because I'm not. I'm not at all. I don't know. I allowed somebody to have control and power over me for so long. I just don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to allow somebody that I don't even know to have more power over my emotions and my feelings than the person that I spent 15 years with. Like, I allowed somebody that I trusted and loved in my life to have that kind of power over me and make me feel a certain way. And why should I let some stranger on the internet do that to me if I'm not going to let that person continue to do it to me anymore? You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Or is that just stupid? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to finish everything up, and then I'll be back with the final look. But what are you guys thinking? It's so pretty, you guys. And you can see, like, the green and, like, I don't know, man. There's, like, pink. Is that, like, a pink green? Maybe a little bit of gold in there. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyways, I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, the look is done. I'm back, and this is what we're looking like. My hair is not cooperating today. Maybe I need to put a little more hairspray. Anyways, this is the look. I really like that shimmer shade. That is the Chicago Fizz, which is dun -dun, this one right here. It's so pretty, you guys. So we've got these two shades and these two shades with this shimmer. Stunning, stunning, but Nomad can do no wrong in my eyes. That's just the way it is. So I'm gonna, there it is again. Oh, I can't put it in the box. I need to take some pictures. Anyways, you guys, I'm running late. I'm feeling a little flustered because I didn't expect it would take so long. I'm using this Scandinavia. This is I think it's a oil control finishing spray. It's hard to read the writing because I don't have my glasses on. So we'll see how it works today. I don't really get too oily. I do get a little shiny, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think of the look. There will be a playlist linked down below. I highly recommend you go in my description box, click on the link, watch all the other videos, see what the other ladies picked for their palette and the shades that they got that were randomly generated, and how they're doing their bingo, because everybody might do it a little bit different, which makes it a little more exciting to watch, you know what I mean? Because not everybody's doing it the same. Anyways, I hope you all have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff as well as a lot of other things, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Just go down below, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell up to all, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. And just remember, I'm not trying to lessen anything that anybody has gone through. I really am not. I just don't easily get offended, and I can't help who I am. You know what I mean? I just don't want to allow things, I guess, to affect me in a negative way. So I try to focus on the positive, you know what I'm saying, in certain situations, because there's a lot of other negative things, and I just don't want to make everything in my life negative. I don't want to walk around pissed off every single day, because every single day somebody's going to do something stupid or say something stupid or whatever. Do they do it all the time? Is it an everyday thing? Like, is it affecting me in a negative way personally? You know what I mean? Like, if I don't listen to somebody, I'm not going to hear things that might hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Or that will be offensive. You know, if I just ignore those people, then it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? So I try to keep things positive around me. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say is I feel like people should focus more on the positive things and draw their energy towards that, because then you're more happier, right? Instead of like every time you see something that makes you mad, you just go out there and look for it. And I feel like everybody talking about this, like the first person that made a video, everybody's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And then everybody starts making videos, and before you know it, the whole internet's negative. Who wants to see negative all the time? I want to see positive. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I gotta go. I love you all so much, and I hope that I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.